We've seen them at multiple venues. What? From NYU to USC to Yale to Columbia.
Bullshit?
Speaking of Columbia, Hamas lovers.
Really hard.
Fuck you.
They decided to entrench themselves on campus, i.e. Chad East, and told the cops to go f themselves.
Are you retarded?
Well, the NYPD said, well, it's not going to happen. They raided the place, tore the encampment down, and made multiple arrests. I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this, it's about fucking time.
You are correct, sir. Yes!
And it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jasper Gonzo. What's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Wednesday. And of course, it is a late afternoon for me to be knocking these videos out. Unfortunately, on my day off, I had a multiple errands to run. But, as always, I'm here for you. Columbia, Yale, NYU, USC, University of Florida. Name a state that has had not Hamas lovers running around and terrorizing the place. Kind of hard, right? But this one focuses on Columbia. We've had a number of knuckleheads interactions between Hamas lovers, Arab squatters, and fighting with, students who are just, who are just there to get an education, who happen to have Jewish heritage or be of Jewish themselves. And nothing's been done. Nothing's been done. Everybody has been sitting on their hands with their thumbs up their ass saying, well, I wonder what will we do when you've had faculty getting arrested themselves for Palestinian protests and nothing gets done. Until just the other night, we go to Columbia, where the NYPD Blue said, you know what? Enough of this shit. Time to raid the place and tear the shit down. And tear it down they did. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. NYPD raids encampment at Columbia University. Yes, Chad East. They've decided to go in and tear the place down. The New York PD reportedly began a raid on Columbia University hours after the university restricted access to its campus. Video footage posted on X shows NYPD officers in riot gear. Never saw that happen. Not since, what was it, that one college in the 60s where shots rang out and people got killed and all for the Vietnam War. Anyway, riots walking through the streets as protesters could be heard chanting, "Free, free Palestine," from the river to the sea. But before that, a little background. Columbia University informed students that to shelter in place hours after the university had restricted access to its campus in the aftermath of anti-Israeli protests, seizing control of Hamilton Hall, its academic building, in the early hours of Tuesday morning. Several protesters were seen being dragged out of Hamilton Hall. Columbia University announced that the students who were occupying Hamilton Hall were facing expulsion. Like in Florida that the governor did, said, you know what, if you try this shit here, you're going to get tossed out. Well, prior to takeover in Hamilton Hall, anti-Israeli protesters were given a 2 p.m. curfew or a deadline on Monday in which to leave the encampment. But of course they didn't and faced the penalties. But here we go. When was the last time you saw the NYPD come out in force like this? When was the last time? 2024. Unbelievable. Got a catchy tune to it, eh? Makes you want to dance? No. Makes you want to just knock the out of them. Yes, that's a lovely tune. Omar Jimenez. Columbia University students have been ordered to shelter in place as a large group of police officers amassing outside of the gates and campus. Yes, outside of the city gates. Yes, they're coming to take down the castle. Citizen Free Press. The occupation of Hamilton Hall at Columbia University is about to end. Avon. Housekeeping. We're asleep right now. Housekeeping. I'm asleep. Housekeeping, for the love of God. I know that's my Tommy Boy. That's a bad Tommy Boy, impression, but I'm surprised they actually stood there and just waited till the doors were open. Oh no, no, absolutely not. A foot to the door, there goes the door, and then just go off. Several protesters seen being dragged out, of course, which I just read, and it's about fun time. We have seen over the weeks, not just days, over the weeks of this nonsense occur. Jewish students getting beat up. Jewish students getting yelled at. Jewish students getting poked in the eye. Jewish students, getting ridiculed, and assaulted. USA flags, the United States flag. Remember that? Yeah, getting torn down off of flagpoles at universities and Hamas flags being thrown up there. You got knuckleheads from politics to pop culture to media in support of this bullshit. This is domestic terrorism at its finest. We haven't seen domestic terrorism like this since, I don't know, I have to go way, way, way back. I have to think way, way. What was that? 2020? Remember that? Summer of Love? Black Lives Matter, Antifa, over 24 cities being burned down to the ground because of some, St. George Kirby, the patron saint of fentanyl, mysteriously died. Anyway, but no, that was just jazz. It's in the past. It's in the past. It has nothing to do with what's going on right now. This is a different type of domestic terrorism. This is a fight the cause domestic terrorism. This is a peaceful protest domestic terrorism. So you just can't compare the two. This needs to happen at every single university that allows this to happen. But difference is blue state, red state. Blue state, I'm kind of surprised that, Kathy Hochul allowed this shit to go down. Because, of course, after 2, 3, 4 weeks now, a month and a half, of them sitting on their hands, of their thumbs up their asses, they finally said, well, you know what? Lines have been crossed and, kids have to go back to school to learn, I guess. So, send in the NYPD. While in Florida, you have Governor Ron DeSantis, who got in front of this early and said, yeah, you try doing this at any Florida publicly funded school, you will be suspended and you will be expelled. You will get tossed out on your ass, and I don't care how much money your mom and dad paid. I don't care how much influence your mom and dad have. I don't give a... You're getting thrown the... Because why? Because shit's getting done in Florida. Shit's getting taken care of in Florida. Business is getting taken care of in Florida. That is what a true governor does in defending his citizenry. Excuse me. Wow, I fumbled over that. The citizens of his state. That is what every governor should be doing. Every single one. I hope this is just a beginning of other states stepping up and doing their jobs and actually protecting their students, their Jewish students, not just Jewish students, but the students of their campuses. It's overdue. Well overdue. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.